2020 has been one of the craziest years in recent history, and when you talk about the stock market, it has certainly been a roller coaster of a ride. And today I'm going to give you my thoughts on how 2020's gone, as well as my predictions for 2021. How's it going, guys? Ryan here with another stock market video, and today we're talking about our predictions for 2021 and a quick recap on the year that was 2020. For the stock market, it has been an absolute roller coaster of a year. But before we get into that, guys, please remember to like this video. It helps me out so much, especially with the algorithm, and subscribe for more content like this. We talk about stocks, the stock market in general, different types of investments and wealth management, and leave down below your thoughts in the comments section on what you think is going to happen in 2021 on the stock market. So guys, without further ado, let's get into the video, and let's first touch on the year that was 2020. And it has been absolutely insane when you look at the stock market as an overall picture. We have seen some huge fluctuations both up and down, and some real opportunities and some real life-changing opportunities in particular that could have been made in the stock market. So we start off the year, everything was going pretty swell, and then COVID-19 hit and the stock market absolutely plummeted. It plummeted quicker than ever before. It's been the quickest plummet ever since I've been in the stock market, but the recovery has been absolutely insane. We are now sitting at a point above where we were pre-COVID. And that to me is absolutely mind-boggling that all this has occurred in under 12 months. That is absolutely insane. And when you're looking at the predictions of 2020 from the videos put out in 2019, nobody could have anticipated the impacts that a global pandemic were going to have on the economy, particularly the stock market. I know when I was looking at it, I thought, oh God, we're going to be in a recession for a very, very long time. But now you see places like Australia, only this week it was released that we're officially out of a technical recession, which is pretty crazy. But we are one of the luckier countries in the world. So moving into 2021, what do I think is going to happen? Well, I think certainly the market at this point in time is overcooked. There needs to be some pullback. There's a lot of stocks going up on hot air right now, and I think it's absolutely insane, and it is overdue for a pullback. So I definitely say you should be considering your options wisely when it comes to investing in stocks. You want to make sure you're investing in those stocks with solid fundamentals that they could survive a pullback. I don't think it will be a sharp pullback, but it might be a bit of a prolonged pullback for, I suppose, a portion of the year. And effectively what that means is people are going to start to panic and people are going to sell. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do see a few sharp dips, but after that pullback, I believe we'll be going into a bull market. There is just so much going on in the world right now. And I mean, when you look at all these sectors such as, the technology sectors, things are booming and the world is changing. You look at lithium powered cars and that sort of thing, electric cars coming online. This is a rapidly changing environment, and as a result there's a lot of exciting opportunities currently on the stock market, and I believe we're going to see an absolute plethora of more opportunities next year. It will be an absolute field day for a lot of investors out there who have the keen enough eye to pick the right investments. So I think when we're looking at COVID-19, we've already seen that at the end of this year, some vaccines have actually come out. And every time a vaccine comes out, the market rallies, and it rallies absolutely crazily. And in particular, biomedical stocks. So those stocks which are the companies which are putting out these vaccines, developing these vaccines, have gone up crazy amounts of money. When they announce they have a vaccine that, 97% effective, their stock price goes through the roof. That is insane. And for myself, I can see that that is a potential opportunity. Even though I tend to steer clear from those biotech type stocks, I tend to focus on them in the sense of from a news and world view perspective, because they're crazy. I've never been able to pick the right stocks when it comes to biotech, but I believe the gains that could be made from these stocks are phenomenal and exceed a lot of the gains from other stocks that are currently out there. What else do I think is going to happen? Precious metals and minerals are going to go through the roof. Particularly, as I mentioned, when we're talking about, electric cars, everything's going to green energy and that sort of stuff. Precious metals that are battery metals. So you want to be looking for all the ingredients of batteries. So, we might see another lithium run. You've got copper in batteries. You've got your rare earths in batteries. I think these sort of sectors are going to see a real pump due to the fact that there is a lot going on in the world right now with regards to trade wars, and that means there's restrictions on the importations of these types of materials, and as a result these materials are going to rocket in price. Rare earths, for instance, China and the US are having a huge feud about that at the moment, and the rare earth prices are going through the roof because they will become a lot more scarce in the near future. So look into those rare earth companies. Who is currently operating in the space? Who is going to be operating in those sort of spaces in the near future? Who can capitalize on this sort of opportunity? You want to be looking at global events that are significant, that are going to result in a low supply and high demand for certain different kinds of things. Another sector that I think is going to boom is the online retail sector. Effectively, because of COVID-19, once again, we need to be online shopping more than ever because we're not supposed to be interacting with other people in many parts of the world. We're very fortunate in Australia that we've effectively almost eliminated COVID, so things are relatively normal. But when we're looking at other parts of the world, you don't want to be mingling with other people because you're at risk of catching COVID-19. So where do you buy things? Online. Online retailers, you look at Amazon and those sorts of companies, they've gone through the roof. Absolutely fantastic. And then when we're looking into the future, looking at companies, such as the likes of, your Teslas, innovative companies, Rivians, those sort of companies are becoming the new hip, the new cool, the new hot things on the stock market. So I really think these ones are also going to go through the roof to an absolutely insane level. So guys, with that, I hope you did enjoy the video. Leave down below your predictions for 2021, as well as your thoughts on 2020, the year that was. We're almost at the end of it now, guys. Please remember to like this video as well and subscribe to keep up to date with all the latest content. And with that, guys, I hope you have an awesome day. See you next time. Cheers.